The Colourpop Holiday Mystery Box for 2024 is in my hands. We are going to see what all is inside. I'm going to do a little unboxing. If we don't have too many colors, I might swatch it as well. But let's peek at everything that is in here. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll dive right on in. Welcome. If you're new, I'm Cher. We definitely do a lot of beauty boxes here, and I had advertised the Colourpop Holiday box. There's also a palette bundle out there too. So make sure that you check that one out if you're more interested in it. It's 5 for $20. I've done that several times. I had already grabbed this one, so I tried to practice a little self-control and did not go back for the palette one, but I went ahead and did the mystery box. I can't remember the prices on it, but I'll put it, definitely all the info down in my caption if it's still there. I hope it's still available for you. But anyway, I want to show you guys what's inside so that if you're interested, maybe this deal is still out there. So I think the biggest question we all kind of have on this one is, are they going to have like holiday themed items in here or no? Some of their boxes you don't always have like on theme of that season. I heard from you guys that did the Halloween one. It wasn't as spooky as y'all had hoped. So we're going to see what is inside this one. So we're going to go ahead and peek in here, and this is what it looks like at first. We have a little postcard, and it just says, "Hey, bestie, from the bottom of our heart, thank you. Wishing you a warm holiday season filled with lots of laughs and more makeup under the tree." Love the Colourpop team. So you just have your merry and bright postcard in there. From the start, I'm already seeing a repeat for me. What a bummer, but that's okay. When you get to where you do so much Colourpop, you start getting repeats. And since I've done a lot of like mystery boxes and palette bundles with them, the odds are I'm going to get some repeats. So I do indeed. Oh gosh, there's a couple of repeats. I'm not having as good a luck this time, guys. All right, so I got the Lilac You a Lot palette, which I absolutely love this palette. It is so beautiful. In fact, I will show you the one that I have, because I think what I'm going to do is maybe gift this. I don't usually sell things. I just don't have time to sell. I usually gift or donate. So I'm going to keep the one I have pristine, and I will show you the one I own. And this is the one that did come apart the one time when I unboxed it. Like on screen, it fell apart. So you have to be very careful with Colourpop's shades. Their pigments like break really easily, especially from the mail. But it is so beautiful. I love this palette so much. It's definitely a lilac dream, and I was able to get this one replaced after it shattered, so I was really glad for that. But I don't need a second one, so I will probably end up gifting it. But you know, that's to be expected a little bit. Okay, and here is Lilac You a Lot, the swatches for you. So pretty on the eyes. They really do give the gorgeous like bubblegum lavendery pink look to them. And then I already own all these palettes, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's okay. I want to show you guys what is in the box. I also got Honey. I also own this one. Let me show you my Honey version so that I can gift some of these other ones. Okay, here is mine. I really like this one too. I compared this one to the Natasha Denona Golden palette one time, but it is a lot more bright, like much brighter goldens, just so you know. It wasn't like quite a dupe or anything, but I do like this one for the occasional really yellowy gold look. And here is the Honey swatches for you. Very golden, obviously. A little bit of brown. I like doing these shades. They're pretty wearable for me, but this is definitely very bright yellow. All right, and then we have Going Coconuts. So I already own this one too. I love this palette though. This is one of my favorites. This is definitely my number one. Well, one of my number one. It's tied for first place. I've done a Colourpop rankings video out there. I'll try to link that one for you because I have a big Colourpop collection of lots of their palettes. And so I just did like a full like Colourpop palette rankings video. And I think that one came in at maybe number 2. I don't want to give you guys the spoilers on what's number 1, on that video. You'll have to go watch it, but this is definitely one of my favorites. I love going coconuts. So let me show you my version of going coconuts, the one that I already own, because this is definitely a good gift to give somebody. Almost anybody would love going coconuts. It's a good neutral one. So here is mine. And as you see, it's just lots of neutrals and tans, but that one right there in the middle is just the best shade. This one I really do think could be a good dupe for the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I mean, it's not a complete dupe because there's more shades in her palette than there are this one, but this definitely can create a couple of looks that are like exactly the same. And sometimes I almost love this one better. It's a very buttery, beautiful formula. So absolutely one of my favorite palettes out there, honestly. And here are the Going Coconut swatches for you. So beautiful. I always love it. That is always right there. That is always my favorite shade. But I'm disappointed because I'm like, the first 3 items I picked up are all repeats that I already own. So let's see if I have any more that are not repeats. So next we I have this one too, guys. Oh my goodness. The Feather Effect Brow Pen. I mean, I could always use more of these, definitely. I'm going to go ahead and show you the one that I already own, so don't mess this one up just in case. Oh my gosh. So we're 4 for 4, guys. All repeats for me. But here is what the brow pen looks like. It gives you really good like feather strokes. It reminds me a little bit of the NYX brow pen that's really popular. But this one has a little bit more like soft brush-like strokes rather than really pen-like strokes, if that makes sense. It's a thinner brush, I think. So a lot more delicate feather-like strokes. So I do really like this pen. So I don't mind having this duplicated because brow products or something I will go through more than I will a palette, just because my palette collection's so huge. All right, let's see if we have any more luck. Are we gonna start having good luck yet, Cher? Oh my gosh, y'all. I own this too. Soul Body Angled Kabuki Brush. I can't win, y'all. I cannot win. This has been terrible for me so far because it's all repeats, but it's not really their fault. It's mine because I own too much Colourpop, right? Here is the brush. I do already have one of these, but I could definitely use another one. I really like these as a body brush, especially like if I want to put on some shimmer and like highlight and kind of like use it to really apply things all around here, like in the chest and neck area. This has been good for that. Though it is a pretty thick one, like it kind of blends it a lot. So it's not like a light feathering. You do have to kind of keep going back over it, but it's nice as just like a body brush. So I don't mind having a duplicate of it either, honestly. Okay, next one. I might finally have one that's not a repeat. It looks like a shade at least that I don't own, I don't think. So this is their Super Shock Shadow, and this is going to be in the shade In the Saddle. So I don't think I have this color, so I'm happy. I have another Super Shock, or a couple of Super Shock shadows, I think. But I know I don't have this one, this color at least. Okay. Oh, and it's so pretty. It's like a pink, pretty pink color. I'm going to swatch that because that is such perfect timing. You could totally make the Sugar Plum Fairy look right now. I'm sorry about the hand situation going on there. Not very attractive for TV. But finally, guys, I got one that was not a repeat. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's unbelievable how many repeats I've gotten. All right, next we have Party Proof Eye Primer. Okay, I finally don't own this one either. And this is going to be in the shade Caramel. I'm also not used to these kind of nails, guys. So I'm really struggling to get things open with my nails. All right, so Party Proof Eye Primer. I have never done one of these before, so that's exciting. I finally got another one that is not a repeat. So I guess the fact that it's in a shade that's caramel. So I just figured I'd swatch it for you since it's an actual shade. They might have different shades in this one. I've never tried their eye primers. So it looks a little drying. just from like applying it, it kind of feels that way. So, which primers do tend to be better for folks with oily eyelids, which I do sometimes have, and mature skin, you know, things can really get down in the hooded eyes a lot more, and it's nice to use a primer. But I don't always like it to be too drying of a primer. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to test it out on the eyes and see how it goes. I am excited to try it. Okay, what is this? Extra glazed. So it's kind of looking like it could be a palette too, but I don't know. It's packaged differently, right? Oh, it's a cheek palette. Okay, good. We're starting to have better luck here, guys. So yay! Okay, I am excited because I don't usually get like the cheek and face products from them. I always get I've got a lot of palettes, you know. How gorgeous is that? Okay, I'm really excited about that. That was worth it. I'm gonna have to remember how much I paid for this box though. How much money I might have wasted. But this is something I am excited to get. I'm trying to swatch it for you real quick. Okay, there's the swatches. How beautiful is that? Loving all the pink themes. So I'm loving that like the blush really goes with the Super Shock shadow. So far I like that theme. Good color story for me for these to go. Like I can create me a little Sugar Plum Fairy look all the way around. Okay, and then we have a stick. It's the Sticks Light. What is this? I can't tell. It's in the shade Molten Hot. Molten Hot. What is that, guys? Is that a highlight stick, maybe? I'm thinking it's a highlight stick. Let's see. Probably, yeah. Either that or liquid eyeshadow. Yeah, I think it's highlight. So fun. A very golden shade one. I don't tend to wear highlight that's really super golden popping, but it'll come in handy for something. So beautiful. And then I think we got lipstick. So I'm definitely happy to get more lipstick from them. I like it, their lipstick. And some of their shades are so perfect. So which shade is this gonna be? This is Digital Twin and it's cream. So Cream Luxe Formula. Do I have that shade already? I don't know. Let me see. It looks, no, it might be a little more tan than the one I'm thinking of that I own. Yeah, it's gonna come out a little bit more tan. Perfect. Yay. And then the last palette, I have a palette, I think, and it does not look like one I own. Woohoo! Off Melrose. Is that what it's called? Off Melrose? Sounds like, you know, Melrose, like California, like beachy. And here are the color stories. That's beautiful. Love those shades. And you know, like they are very spring-like, like springy, beachy, Melrose Place all the way. But I feel like you can really do some things with it for like Sugar Plum Fairy, frosty, this time of year in winter, like some of those frosty colors we've been talking about. So it's still kind of, I like this for this season. But this is literally the only non-repeat palette that I got, or eyeshadow palette. So here are the swatches for the Melrose. That is stunning. So pretty. I'm loving that part right there. And I do feel like that is very holiday-like, isn't it? But here are the rest of them. All of them are gorgeous. That's going to be so fun to play with. So I am here for that. And that's everything in the box. So I have to say, I mean, I am happy with my non-repeat items. The items that I got that were not repeat were actually perfect. Love those. I just had so many repeat ones. I had what, 4 palettes and a brow pen and a body brush that were all repeats. So I got what, like 5 items that were repeats for me out of how many did we have? Okay, yeah, so I went back and looked and it was 10 full-size products plus a free gift as well. And it was worth over $126. So it is $49 for this box, and it does look like it's still there. I went and checked as of the time of my filming, so hopefully it stays there if you're interested in it, if you don't already own some of these things like I do. And I don't know if they're putting the same things in everybody's box or not. That is one question I can't answer for you, but just know that we didn't get a lot of holiday themed items. It's not like we're getting a bunch of red sparkling lipsticks. And I mean, you know, maybe you could argue that the highlights a little bit holiday-ish. That was about the only holiday appropriate item that I see in there. We're not getting like Christmas palettes and things like that. It's just a mix of a lot of their stuff that you're just trying to get lucky on and get a good deal on. Would I say? So I want to think about, you know, I spent about what, $50 on this and got 10 items. So you figure, you know, I spent almost $50 on the box. So 10 items, basically I spent an average of $5 per product. Actually, we got 11 products, I think. So that's less, even less than that, what, $4 a product? So with all the, you know, 5 of them were repeats for me. So, you know, really we could say I got 6 products for $50 that worked for me, I think, overall. So that's less than 10 bucks per item. So it's probably still a deal for me. You know what I mean? Like, it was still in my best interest. And a couple of those that were repeats, I could definitely use more of. So it's not too big a deal. I think it's just the palettes. I didn't really want repeat palettes. But with it being the holidays, I can gift those very easily. I can give some to my nieces, to friends, folks that will really love them. And they were good palettes. Like, they're ones people are going to want. They're going to want the Lilac You a Lot, and they're going to want Going Coconuts. So at least like 2 of them were really, really good, and are popular ones that anybody would love getting as a gift. So I don't know. If I had it to do over again, knowing what was in here, I may not have gone for it myself personally. And I honestly am glad that I didn't go for the 5 for $20 palette bundle, just because I'm seeing I will probably end up with a bunch of repeats if I do that palette bundle. And that's why I have so many repeats, is because I've done some of these several times. So, but if you haven't done as many, it's probably a great opportunity for you to get a great box and a great mix of palettes. So it's all a gamble. All right, guys, so hopefully that was helpful and you enjoyed seeing what all I got. Let me know your thoughts, and if you own any of these things too. I'm going to put the link for the box down in my caption so that you can shop it, as well as info on that palette bundle too, so you can check on my caption for the Colourpop info. Stay tuned. I got lots of boxes, lots of mystery boxes coming, lots of Black Friday sales, things I grabbed and couldn't resist, and lots of our regular beauty boxes on the way. So you don't want to miss it all. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.